The world is grappling with a climate crisis. Greenhouse gases, primarily carbon dioxide, are trapping heat in the atmosphere. This is causing temperatures to rise, leading to a cascade of environmental changes. Scientists and policymakers are urgently seeking solutions to mitigate this crisis. One promising approach lies in transforming our agricultural practices. Traditional agriculture often releases more carbon dioxide than it absorbs. This contributes to the problem. However, a new paradigm is emerging: carbon farming. Carbon farming encompasses a suite of agricultural practices designed to reverse this trend. It aims to capture and store carbon in the soil and plants, effectively removing it from the atmosphere. Carbon farming represents a paradigm shift in how we think about agriculture. It's not just about producing food, it's about harnessing the power of nature to combat climate change. By embracing these practices, we can transform agriculture from a carbon source into a carbon sink. Carbon farming is not a one-size-fits-all approach. It encompasses a variety of practices that can be tailored to different climates and crops. One key practice is no-till farming. This involves planting directly into the residue of the previous crop without disturbing the soil. No-till farming reduces soil erosion and promotes the accumulation of organic matter, which helps sequester carbon. Cover cropping is another important aspect of carbon farming. It involves planting non-cash crops, such as legumes and grasses, during the off-season. These cover crops protect the soil, improve its structure, and add nutrients, further enhancing carbon storage. Agroforestry, the intentional integration of trees into agricultural landscapes, is yet another powerful tool in the carbon farming toolkit. Trees act as carbon sinks, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and storing it in their wood and roots. These are just a few examples of the diverse practices that fall under the umbrella of carbon farming. Each practice plays a unique role in enhancing carbon sequestration and promoting a more sustainable agricultural system. At the heart of carbon farming is the understanding that healthy soil is crucial for a healthy planet. Soil is a living ecosystem teeming with microorganisms that play a vital role in nutrient cycling and carbon storage. When we prioritize soil health, we unlock a myriad of benefits. Carbon-rich soil is more fertile and productive. It retains water more effectively, making crops more resilient to drought. It also serves as a buffer against extreme weather events, reducing the risk of erosion and flooding. Furthermore, healthy soil has a greater capacity to filter and purify water, leading to improved water quality in rivers and streams. By investing in soil health, we are not only mitigating climate change, but also ensuring food security and protecting our precious water resources. The benefits of carbon farming extend far beyond the immediate environment of the farm. By sequestering carbon, these practices contribute to the global effort to mitigate climate change. This, in turn, helps to protect communities from the devastating impacts of rising sea levels, extreme weather events, and other climate-related disasters. Carbon farming also promotes biodiversity. By creating diverse habitats within agricultural landscapes, these practices provide refuge and sustenance for a wide range of plants and animals. This is essential for maintaining healthy ecosystems and preserving the intricate web of life that sustains us all. Moreover, carbon farming can revitalize rural communities. By creating new economic opportunities and fostering a deeper connection to the land, these practices can help to sustain rural populations and preserve cultural heritage. Section 5, Counting Carbon, the Promise of Carbon Credits. The concept of carbon credits is gaining traction as a way to incentivize carbon farming practices. A carbon credit represents a unit of carbon dioxide equivalent that has been removed from the atmosphere or prevented from being emitted. Farmers who adopt carbon farming practices can potentially earn carbon credits, which can then be sold to companies or individuals looking to offset their own carbon footprint. This market-based approach has the potential to provide a significant financial incentive for farmers to transition to more sustainable practices. It also empowers consumers to support climate-friendly agriculture by purchasing products from farms that have earned carbon credits. However, the carbon credit market is still in its early stages. There are challenges related to standardization, verification, and ensuring the permanence of carbon storage. Addressing these challenges is crucial for building a robust and transparent carbon market that can effectively drive the adoption of carbon farming. Section 6. The unseen obstacles, challenges facing carbon farming. While carbon farming holds immense promise, it is not without its challenges. One significant hurdle is the difficulty of accurately measuring soil carbon. Soil carbon levels can vary widely depending on factors such as soil type, climate, and management practices. Another challenge is ensuring the permanence of carbon storage. If carbon farming practices are discontinued or altered, the sequestered carbon can be released back into the atmosphere. This highlights the need for long-term commitment and adaptive management strategies. Furthermore, the initial costs of transitioning to carbon farming practices can be a barrier for some farmers. Policy support and financial incentives are crucial for overcoming these barriers and scaling up the adoption of carbon farming. Section 7. Seeds of support. Policy initiatives for carbon farming. Governments around the world are beginning to recognize the potential of carbon farming and are implementing policies to support its adoption. The European Union, for example, has incorporated carbon farming into its common agricultural policy, providing financial incentives for farmers who implement these practices. In the United States, the Department of Agriculture has launched several initiatives to promote climate-smart agriculture, including programs that provide technical assistance and financial support for carbon farming. These policy initiatives are essential for creating an enabling environment for carbon farming to flourish. By providing financial support, technical assistance, and research funding, governments can accelerate the transition to a more sustainable agricultural system. Section 8. A field of discovery. The need for continued research. Much remains to be learned about the science of carbon farming. Continued research is essential for optimizing these practices, improving measurement techniques, and addressing uncertainties related to carbon storage. For example, researchers are exploring the role of different cover crops in enhancing carbon sequestration, as well as the long-term impacts of no-till farming on soil health and biodiversity. This research is crucial for refining our understanding of carbon farming and developing evidence-based recommendations for farmers, policymakers, and other stakeholders. By investing in research, we can unlock the full potential of carbon farming to address the climate crisis and create a more sustainable future. Section 9. Sowing the seeds for a sustainable future. Carbon farming is not a silver bullet solution to climate change, but it is a powerful tool in our arsenal. By embracing these practices, we can transform agriculture from a significant source of greenhouse gas emissions into a net sink, effectively removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. The transition to carbon farming requires a collective effort from farmers, policymakers, researchers, and consumers. We must support policies that incentivize these practices, invest in research and development, and make conscious choices about the food we consume. The future of our planet depends on our ability to create a more sustainable food system. Carbon farming offers a path forward, one that holds the promise of a healthier planet, a more resilient agricultural system, and a brighter future for generations to come.